Shalom, Israel. You know what's going on. I'm Priest Officer Shalayala, representing the Israelite School of UPK, coming to you, live and direct, letting you know that there's absolutely a problem going on here in this filthy, disgusting, oppressive society that we live in. I came across an article where there was a oppressor who ran over two children, two so-called black and Hispanic children, in two different occurrences. And they ran over this child, or ran over these children, because they have such an ongoing hatred for us. This article was so disturbing, and I came across it, and we're going to read a little bit of it, and we're going to pull a scripture on it as well. Let's read that article just a little bit and let the people know what the hell's going on out here.
Iowa woman faces attempted murder charges after striking black boy and Mexican teen with her vehicle within hours of each other.
You understand? This is an oppressive woman who struck an Hispanic child and a black child within moments of each other, running over them with her car. This is the hatred that we face dealing with this oppressive society. You understand? This is the hatred and the crimes that come against our people. Let's go a little further in the article. Go ahead.
Charges are steep and numerous against a woman who Iowa police say attempted to mow down a Hispanic teen and a black boy with her vehicle, all because of their race.
You understand that? This oppressor decided, because of the race of these children, not adults, not someone who did anything to her, you understand? But two children, because of their race, decided to maul them down because of their race. This is the problems that we face here in America. When I say we, I speak of all blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Our children are not even safe to walk to the bus stops, to walk to the stores, to walk to grandma's house, to walk to auntie's house. They're not even safe to go walk the dog. They're not even safe because why? An oppressor might drive by and feel like they want to run them over with the car because of their race. This is what we as a people face here in America. It's disgusting and sad. It's disgusting and sad. And as the Israelite School UPK, we have to stand against such wicked atrocities that happen to our people. It's filthy and disgusting. Keep reading.
Natalie Miranda, age 14, was walking to Indiana Hill Junior High School in the Des Moines suburb of Clive, Iowa.
She's walking, minding her business, not bothering anybody. A beautiful Hispanic young sister. Go ahead.
On December 9th, when 42-year-old Nicole Marie Pohl sent her SUV barreling into the teen,
running over her for no reason, as his young Hispanic sister was walking, minding her business, not bothering anybody. This grown oppressor decided to run her over with her car. Keep going.
Pohl left the severely injured teen lying on the ground as she fled the scene.
And she fled the scene, leaving this injured girl on the ground as she ran her over. This is the problems that we face. We can't even send our own children out safely without somebody not using a gun, not using a knife, not using pepper spray or bear spray or any of this, but running them over with a car and then barreling over them and leaving them for dead. This is what we face here. Keep reading.
Just before striking the female teenager around 5 p.m., Pohl also struck a 12-year-old black boy.
A what?
Pohl also struck a 12-year-old black boy.
Now, after she ran over the beautiful Hispanic sister, she decided to continue driving on, and she spotted a young black boy and decided to run him over as well. This is what we face out here. This is the hatred that we face. And guess what? If you decide to speak against this hatred that's against us, they call you a hate group. They call you the person with the problem. When people are running our children over for no reason. I mean children. Children. Isn't it the Christmas season? Isn't it the Christmas spirit? Well, guess what the oppressor feels during the Christmas spirit? While you feel Santa Claus is going to bring your children gifts, guess what? They feel like running over your children. That's their Christmas spirit. Keep reading.
Poe also struck a 12-year-old black boy at a West Des Moines apartment complex with her Jeep Cherokee. He suffered minor physical injuries and only fueled what police say was a hate-filled motivation.
What kind of motivation?
A hate-filled motivation.
What kind of motivation?
A hate-filled motivation.
That was a hate-filled motivation. Now, when we speak about the problems that the oppressor is bringing upon us, we're a hate group. But this woman decided to take her car and run over a Hispanic girl and a black boy. Now that's hate. To run over children because of their race. That's hatred. But that's what we face. And it's all in the scriptures. Give me Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. That's hatred. And this hatred has been written in the Bible about the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native Americans. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
A what kind of hatred?
A perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred means an ongoing hatred. And you must have an ongoing hatred to run over children. Innocent, tender children. I mean, who would harm children? A Christian white woman will. A hate-filled white woman will. Not a Hebrew Israelite, but a hate-filled Christian white woman will run over children because she has a perpetual hatred in her. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children.
Of the what?
Shed the blood of the children.
Of the children. Running over children. Had an ongoing hatred. Have shed the blood of the children. Of what?
Of the children of Israel.
The children of Israel. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They have shed the blood of them by running them over with Cherokee Jeep SUVs. That's what we face here in America. That's what we face. When I say we, us as a people, as so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we face that. That we're not even safe walking on the sidewalks to go to the store, or go to school, or walk to the bus stop, or coming home. We're not even safe. Why? Because somebody will hop the curb and run us over with their Jeeps because of our race. That's a perpetual hatred. And someone who was willing to shed the blood of the children of Israel. Keep going.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
By the force of the sword. You understand? By the force of the sword, they have shed the blood of our children. And by using your car to run over children, that is using your sword to shed their blood. It's disgusting. It's filthy, but this is what we face here in America. What I say is this. In order to learn how to fight against this disgusting, despicable behavior, you have to come into the I.S.U.P.K. so we can show you how to fight against such atrocities that's going against our children. It's sad, It's hurtful, but it's a reality. With that, I say shalom.